he's ever seen in his life has been me and Manny Pacquiao.
Really?
Yeah. I won't disclose what took place, but it's been great.
You say you knocked out Manny Pacquiao?
I don't know what that means.
You know, but he's still young. He's strong. He's a big boy. Pacquiao is 46, man. It's tough, man.
Kind of, in the most respectful way, like make him regret, coming out of retirement, to face me.
The boxing world is buzzing with rumors after reports surfaced about Manny Pacquiao's recent sparring session ahead of his comeback fight against Mario Barrios. While his sparring partner confirmed they trained together, he refused to share any details. When asked if he had knocked Manny out, he just laughed without offering a clear answer. This cryptic reaction has fueled speculation about Pacquiao's current condition and whether he's truly ready to return to the ring
for the upcoming bout.
So now you're a big deal. And didn't you spar Manny Pacquiao around that time?
Yeah.
How's Manny Pacquiao in the ring?
Oh, man, we worked so much. We worked so much together. Freddie Roach, I can quote him. He said that the best fights, sparring he's ever seen in his life has been me and Manny Pacquiao.
Really?
Yeah. I won't disclose what took place, but it's been great.
You say you knocked out Manny Pacquiao?
I don't know what that means. I have amnesia.
Okay.
Veteran trainer Robert Garcia has voiced serious doubts about Manny Pacquiao's return.
At 46, he believes the odds are stacked against Manny. Garcia warns that returning to professional boxing at this stage, given its physical toll, is a dangerous move. Though Pacquiao's achievements are legendary, Garcia argues that time is undefeated. The speed, reflexes, and endurance that once defined Manny may have faded, and at this level, that could make all the difference.
And lastly, Robert, do you think Pacquiao wins this fight?
Man, look, Pacquiao's is a legend. He's a legend. He's man, everybody, myself, Mexicans, people love him because he's just such a great person. He helps a lot. Everything he does is to help people out, and I know of so many stories of people that he's helped, things that he's done in his country. So you can't help not like him and not wish him well. But I got 36. It's too hard.
46,
to,
yeah. 46.
Oh, my bad. 46. Yeah. He's 4 years younger than me, man. I don't see myself even able to, box for 12 rounds against a young fighter. Even though Barrios might be the lighter of the welterweight division,
right?
But he's still young. He's strong. He's a big boy. Pacquiao is 46, man. It's tough, man. But it's done. It's been done before, man. Foreman done it. Hopkins did it. Leonard came back. Also and did it after a long retirement. So, is it possible? Yeah. Does he have the talent to do it? Yeah. Was he one of the best fighters of all times? Yeah. So we could see him pull it off, man. But I really don't. I don't see it happening.
Many sports analysts are hesitant to support Pacquiao's return, not because they doubt his legacy, but due to the reality of his current form. However, they admit his decision reflects immense self-belief and passion. They suggest Manny wouldn't risk his name unless he genuinely felt he could still compete. If he regains his rhythm and sharpness, an upset victory isn't off the table.
Everyone's going to be paying attention. I know I have been these last couple of weeks, watching all these old fights, looking at interviews, watching him train. It just makes you think, like, does he have one more in him? I don't know. He thinks so. And we're going to watch him try at least.
Against Mario Barrios, he's going to be looking for the WBC World Tour World titles, huh?
Yeah. Barrios is a world champion in a welterweight division that is about as weak as I've ever seen it. I think probably people older than me won't ever remember. This might be the weakest welterweight division in history, especially with the removal of Ennis, who's likely seen his last fight at welterweight. I do believe that there are guys coming up in the pipeline that are pretty good welterweights, but they're not at the championship, or they're not getting the championship shot quite yet. But if there's a moment in time where an older fighter can jump in and maybe steal a moment or steal a belt and win a championship and do something special, it's probably right now. It's Mario Barrios losing the welterweight title isn't exactly Michael Moore losing the heavyweight title to George Foreman, when Moore had just beaten Evander Holyfield. It was a shock when Foreman beat him, but nonetheless, it's still an accomplishment. I think Barrios sucks. So I think
Mario Barrios has made his intentions clear. He plans to make Pacquiao regret coming out of retirement. After closely studying Manny's recent training footage, Barrios says it's obvious the legend has slowed down. While he respects what Pacquiao has done, he insists that the current version is no longer the unstoppable force of a decade ago. For Barrios, this is more than a fight, it's an opportunity to catapult himself to the next level by defeating an icon.
To get in this camp.
So yeah, then well, I guess I'll put it this way, like, I don't think based on that, then you should be surprised with anything Manny does, or is it like, well, we'll see with the first punch how that mimics the sparring?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of like the like best way, right? Because I mean, again, we have been trying to mimic or trying to get the looks that Manny brings as best as we can, but still, everything it's gonna come down to fight night. I'm still preparing for the best version of like Manny that I can. I'm not going in there like expecting to be like facing an old man. So yeah, I'm expecting him to be fast, to be moving. So yeah, I'm just expecting the best from him.
I would think because you're younger, that the later the fight goes, the more it's in your favor, right? Like, do you guys feel that?
I feel that. I have confidence, and the more, the longer the fight goes, right? It's I mean, it's my job to go in there and yeah, like make him feel like the old man, make him feel kind of in the most respectful way, like make him regret coming out of retirement, to face me, but make him question it, right? Like why did I come back for this?
A panel of 11 boxing experts raised serious doubts about Pacquiao's readiness. They cited his last fight, which lacked his trademark footwork and crispness. Their verdict: this fight is high risk. If Manny can't keep up with Barrios' pace or absorb punches like before, a knockout seems not just possible but likely. While many admire his bravery, most agree that stepping in the ring at 46 against a younger, active opponent is a major gamble.
So Manny Pacquiao is going to get knocked out by Mario Barrios. And I get it, like, Mario Barrios is like far from a good fighter. Mario Barrios is one of the worst champions in all of boxing, but Manny Pacquiao is so old, bro. I think a lot of you guys forget Manny Pacquiao fought last year and he arguably lost to like a Muay Thai kickboxer dude. Like, this dude wasn't even a boxer. Yes, he was really big, but the dude was just not a boxer. Honestly, I think the WBC should call this fight off. I think it's not too late to kind of go back on your word and let's call this one off. This fight should not be sanctioned by anybody. This fight should not be allowed. At least Mario Barrios should be stripped of his WBC title for defending it against a 46-year-old. Is there a slim chance Manny Pacquiao is able to outmaneuver him and maybe outpoint him, punch, around him? Yeah, maybe. But realistically, it won't happen. But if he does, I think it will solidify him as the greatest boxer of all time, no questions about it. I think if he does win this fight, it would put him clearly over Ali, Ray Robinson, Ray Leonard, and Floyd Mayweather. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on how y'all feel about this fight.
Coach Joel Diaz respects Pacquiao's accomplishments but insists reality must be acknowledged. According to Diaz, Barrios' youth offers a major edge in recovery, stamina, and physical sharpness. Manny was once a master of speed and angles, but Diaz notes those qualities inevitably fade with age.
Yeah. Mario Barrios is younger. He's younger, he's big, he's a big boy. I mean, he still has a little bit more youth in him than Manny. Manny, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mario Barrios is probably same size as Margarito.
I think so, like 5'10", 5'11".
Around there, yeah. And Manny at this age, he shouldn't be fighting. I mean, in my opinion, I respect the man a lot. He gave the sport of boxing his life. He gave us great moments, great memories.
One of the biggest concerns is Pacquiao's long period of inactivity. After years out of the ring, his body and mind may struggle to readjust to the intensity of elite competition. In boxing, even a millisecond's delay in reaction time can lead to disaster. While Manny's legacy is undeniable, critics argue that greatness alone doesn't turn back the clock.
I think people are forgetting Pacquiao has a championship fight this weekend against Mario Barrios. And I don't know what to really think about this one. So I took a screenshot of this and circled it. Pacquiao's 46 years old. See status inactive. And I don't know. I don't know how, one, they gave this guy a license to have this fight. I get Manny Pacquiao, who he used to be, and how truly good he really was. Not that guy anymore. Going against a guy who's young and Mario Barrios and talented. And then if you look at Pacquiao's resume going into this fight. So obviously you have his loss in 2015 to Mayweather. And we'll just go up. And look, he beat Bronner in 2019. That win didn't age too well, but it's a very good win. Beats Keith Thurman, who beat Barrios. And he loses to Ugas in UD, who, by the way, gets cooked by Barrios 2 years later. Pacquiao, at this point, will have had a 4-year layoff going into this fight, or a 3-year and 11-month layoff, if you look at that. Going into a championship fight against a guy who's young and decently talented. Is it a winnable fight? Yes, it is. Manny Pacquiao's 46 years old. He's an old man. I doubt he will get the job done. Don't be surprised if he does, though. Don't be surprised. I hope he does. I mean, who doesn't like Manny Pacquiao? But we'll see. But what do we think? Should Pacquiao even have a license to be boxing this weekend?
Boxing analyst Sean Zittel believes this fight may mark the end of an era. He predicts Barrios will win decisively, potentially forcing Pacquiao into permanent retirement. While he respects Manny's courage, Zittel feels Barrios' hunger and recent activity give him a significant advantage.
The jab is what can neutralize Pacquiao. It's what helped Ugas neutralize Manny in between those bursts that you know are coming. So we'll see. My first thought of this fight was Sugar Ray Leonard when he came back against Hector Camacho. I think we get Barrios winning, and I think Manny announces an emotional retirement in the ring in a beautiful moment after the fight. He's one of those guys that needs to lose against an ordinary type of fighter like Barrios to truly know it's over, because without a shadow of a doubt, 10 years ago, he would have handled Barrios with ease, and that's not a diss to Barrios. So you gotta lose to a Joe Smith. You gotta lose to a Mario Barrios. Manny is one of the fighters that won't stop until you make him stop. So Saturday night, I think Mario Barrios finally makes him stop.
This fight is one of the biggest risks Pacquiao has ever taken. A poor showing won't just dent his could tarnish his legacy and jeopardize his long-term health.
Former fighter Chris Algieri,
offered a
who
blunt
once
analysis.
shared the ring with
If
Pacquiao, gave a sobering assessment.
Early, the fight could spiral quickly. Early control is critical, and a shaky start could result in a devastating night for the legend.
One of the things that I really thought made Manny special, and what I noticed in the ring too, was his first step. It was so damn fast. Fastest hands I ever fought in a ring was Amir Khan. Fastest first step was Manny Pacquiao. His ability to pull the trigger early on, pop that straight left hand right down the middle. If I see him go out there, pop that straight left hand on the heavy-footed Mario Barrios and bangs him, cracks him with her left hand early, I'm like, okay, we got to fight. If I see him falling out of position, being off balance, getting square, and getting countered early on, I'm gonna know right away this is gonna be a bad night for Manny.
Still, some experts remain hopeful. They argue that Pacquiao's ring IQ and decades of experience are priceless. While Barrios may be younger, Manny's ability to adapt and read opponents could give him an edge, if his body can keep up.
Manny Pacquiao returns to the ring against a young fighter, champion WBC, Mario Barrios. How do you see that fight playing out?
Barrios is a tall guy, and he's a tough guy. You know, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because Pacquiao is champion, the holder of the records of 8 divisions, and he knows how to fight, he knows how to win, so you always got to give it that opportunity for him to show up. And now whoever shows up in that ring, whether it's a desire to win or just try to be there, that's a question that we have to see. But I believe that he has the ability to do something to win the fight against Barrios.
Many in the boxing community still believe in the magic of Manny Pacquiao. His career has been built on defying the odds. At 46, he's still capable of surprising the world, and fans believe this could be one of those moments. Discipline, grit, and belief in himself have taken him far before. Perhaps they will again.
Well, I mean, Manny's already, it doesn't matter anything to, I mean, Manny's already a winner, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, he's just to step in and to keep challenging himself at his age. I mean, that's he's already won. So it doesn't matter what the outcome is.
July 19th, we've got Manny Pacquiao getting back at the ring at the age of 46 against a young, hungry champion, Mario Barrios.
Doesn't matter, knockout. You know, nothing against the other guy, by the way. Shout out to you. You probably have a great future ahead of you after this fight. But I'm predicting like maybe like a 7th round knockout. You know, it's gonna be a little brutal. Head's gonna be on the ground. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely betting on it. So we'll see.
I think it's nothing Manny can't handle. I think if Manny fights Manny's fight, I think he beats him. And I think, and this is where I say it might be shock the world, I think he could unify the title. I really do. I still think he's got the ability at 46 to do something that will shock the world. I believe that.
At a certain age, even as great as Ray is, he's not the Ray Leonard who became the world champion, one of the greatest fighters in history. So age takes a toll. I mean, Manny actually walked in when I was working out in the ring. And I said, you know, let me tell you something. Age really has nothing to do with this. And I'm 82, so, you know, I think you train hard, you're working hard, you've got the skills, but, you know, let's be realistic. It's a split-second sport, right? That's
You nearly hit me.
Nearly. That's why I said nearly.
So you still good.
Love you.
Boxing veteran Shane Mosley offered a more optimistic view after observing Manny's training camp. He praised Pacquiao's intensity, focus, and physical conditioning. If Manny brings that same energy into the fight, Mosley believes we could see a surprisingly strong performance.
Here's what Shane Mosley thinks about Manny Pacquiao's upcoming fight.
Telling the way I feel right now, I think that he's going to do really, really good, and I think that it's a really strong possibility that he wins the world title. I mean, he gets up every morning, he does his run, he works very hard. I'm listening to what he's doing and his mentality. Oh, I talked to him the other day. I was like, ooh, he sounds exactly like me. My mentality, he has my mentality. Like we have the same. We're like walking the same type of thing. You know, he's 46, I'm 53, but it's like we're almost the same. I don't really know Barrios like that, so I can't really speak about it. That's why I'm like hesitant. But see what I see with Manny, man, I think that it's a very strong possibility he wins the world title.
However, Alex Ariza, who has trained Pacquiao in the past, issued a cautionary take. He said Manny's training hasn't evolved much since his Priman issue, considering he's no longer in his 20s. What worked then may not work now. Ariza warns that without adjusting to age and modern competition, Manny could be overwhelmed when the real bell rings.
Okay, so a few more days, the Pacquiao, Barrios, and of course I'm here with Alex. Who better knows Pacquiao than Alex? How do you see the fight going down?
I think it's a good fight. I think Manny, they picked a good opponent. The blueprint's already there. Margarito, only not as big. So Manny just has to do the same thing.
Easier said than done, but you know, because of course I've watched a lot of analysts, experts. They're saying, yes, that's the blueprint. Can he do it at 46?
If I was privy to what he's doing, then I would say I'd be able to say yes or no, but I'm not. Like again, like with my teams, we have a dietitian, we have a chef, we have a recovery doctor. We know where our fighter is, and he's only 21. Manny's 46, so they should be checking his blood, finding out what his optimal levels are, what he's probably deficient in, what he's not deficient in. You know what they have to. So they should be all on top of that.
Can you make a good assumption based on what you see on training, on videos, if he's in good condition?
I don't see anything. All I see is the same thing, to be honest. I see him doing a lot of shadow boxing. They don't show sparring, so we don't really know.
So you can't really test if his condition.
No, he's always looks good before the fight.
That's it for today's coverage. Stay tuned for more updates. Until next time.